My name is Tosin Omolaja, and you are welcome to NAFDAC and your Health, where we bring you all the important information you need to know about NAFDAC. The agency is saddled with the responsibility of safeguarding our health by ensuring that the foods, drugs, cosmetics, and medical equipment made available to us are safe and wholesome. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has, in its commitment and relentless efforts to safeguard the health of Nigerians, consistently updated and renewed its strategies to ensure that only standard and wholesome regulated products are consumed or used by the Nigerian people. One of the agency's multi-dimensional approaches is to sensitize the people so that they can be vigilant and also make the right choices when purchasing their food products, drugs, cosmetics, and other products under the purview of the agency.
Public awareness campaign is one of the veritable regulatory mechanisms put in place by NAFDAC to promote and protect the health of our people. A well-informed, sensitized, and educated citizenry is the bedrock of effective regulation. Dissemination of food and drug safety information is an important aspect of our regulatory work. It is a common knowledge that Nigeria has a lot of issues with falsified medical products and unwholesome food. The sensitization campaigns will therefore contribute significantly to the federal government's concerted efforts to inform, sensitize, educate, and alert the public about inherent dangers of intake and use of those spurious regulated products.
It was in line with this drive that the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, flagged off another sensitization campaign in August 2021. The sensitization campaign was scheduled to take place in Lagos State and 8 other states across Nigeria. After a successful campaign in the 8 other states, the grand finale took place in Lagos. The DG of NAFDAC, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, was represented at the event by the agency's Director of Ports Inspection, Professor Samson Adebayo.
And we are very glad to have you all in our midst. You are very welcome.
A well-informed, sensitized, and educated citizenry is the bedrock of an effective regulation. This is why today's event is another major milestone in our bid to protect Nigerians against the deleterious effects of unwholesome food, falsified medical products, harmful cosmetics, poor water, and other substandard regulated products. By listening to this sensitization or by participating in the campaign, we expect that we will all know the right thing to do so as to safeguard our health. The key objective of this sensitization program is to intensify and expand the scope of our informal and formal behavior change communication strategies in order to reach the vulnerable communities, especially at the grassroots. Dissemination of food and drug safety information is an important aspect of our regulatory framework. We call it grassroots campaign because you will see us bringing the messages nearly to your house or nearly to wherever you reside so that you can get the information and use it wisely. It is a common knowledge that Nigeria has a preponderant share of the global problem of falsified medical products and unwholesome food. The advent of COVID-19 pandemic has aggravated the problem with the challenge posed by substandard and falsified personal protective equipment that we call PPEs. The sensitization campaigns will therefore contribute significantly to the federal government's concerted efforts to inform, sensitize, educate, and allow the public about inherent dangers of intake and use of those various regulated products. The campaign themes are multifaceted with clear, concise, informative, and educative messages aimed at arousing the awareness and consciousness of the general public about the various infractions.
The sensitization is a notch above the similar sensitization programs held by NAFDAC, as a consultant was engaged to initiate and champion strategies to drive the program. This is in the agency's bid to expand and widen the scope of its strategy with the ultimate goal of achieving more efficient results. The sensitization program is also designed to have mass media, vibrant youth organization, and civil societies at the forefront.
Our core strength has always been using the mainstream media, the traditional media, the electronic and the print media. But this time around, this campaign has decided to amplify and underscore the need for other informal channels of communication for us to explore. That is why we are taking the campaign to the heartland, to the doorstep of the people who should get the information, to the marketplaces, to the motor parks, to the various communities, shying away from the cities in which NAFDAC dwells. So this community, in the last 1.5 months, we've crossed most communities in the country in 9 states. Lagos is the 9th state, is the grand finale of the sensitization campaign today, is the grand finale for the first pilot of 9 states selected for the first phase of this sensitization campaign. So, and what we are also trying to disseminate key information is that NAFDAC is also trying to draw the attention of Nigerians to the very strong nexus, the connection between food safety and the national security architecture. The food and drug safety security is very paramount, it's very strategic, it's the pivot on which the national security architecture revolves around. People don't readily understand that connection, and we are trying to establish that. For instance, at the heart of, in the past, our basic preoccupation at NAFDAC was how to mitigate the devastating consequences of falsified medicine, counterfeit drugs. But now there has been a paradigm shift in the recent time, because the great danger facing us today is the issue of diversion, illegal diversion of narcotics and psychotropic drugs meant for medicinal purposes that have been diverted to illegal channels. We are collaborating with the National Law Enforcement Agency, the NDLEA, and other security agencies to stem the tide. It's a dangerous tide, and we are working on it because most of the things happening here, talking of the issue of kidnapping, banditry, even terrorism, and other armed robbery, and other even incidences of insecurity in the country, is traceable. It's been aggravated by the issue of drug. At the heart of it, drug abuse is fueling it.
Also present at the program were community leaders who, it is believed, have the capacity to help cascade the enlightenment to their people.
Inú mi dùn púpọ̀ gan-an láti lè wà nírú ibi tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe nǹkan báyìí lénìí. Inú mi dùn gan-an torí inú gbogbo àwọn àlàyé tí wọ́n ṣe yìí, àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan tí ò yé wa wọ́n ti jẹ́ ká mọ̀ lénìí. Àwọn nǹkan míì wà táwa náà ń ṣe nílé tá a mọ̀ pé bóyá ó dà tàbí kò dà, tó yẹ pé ń bíbá ilé ní láti wá rí i pé nǹkan tó lè mú ìpalára bá ara wa ni. Tí n bá délé màá gbìyànjú lọ́mọdé lágbà lọ́kùnrin lóbìnrin láti lè ṣàlàyé gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀kọ́ tèmi náà kọ́ ń bíbá ilé ní, màá lè ṣàlàyé fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn tèmi náà rí tí mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n máa ń ṣe àwọn nǹkan tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó nínú nǹkan tó ń sọ fún wa ń bíbá ilé ní, màá lè ṣàlàyé fún wọn.
It is our expectation that at the end of the campaigns, the participants and target audiences will become dependable partners and allies of NAFDAC and be in the forefront of sustaining the public awareness campaigns by disseminating the information and messages to the grassroots. Our ultimate goal is to ensure that the various communities take ownership of the care and management of their own health.
NAFDAC and your else will be right back. Please stay tuned. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, you're watching NAFDAC and your else.
In directly interfacing with the direct targets of the sensitization programs, The campaign reign, comprising the management team of NAFDAC, subsequently went round markets and the streets of Lagos to enlighten people, including marketmen and women, and commercial transport employers and employees.
Lo epo, ẹ má lo diesel láti fi so màmá kò dáa. Ẹ má fi paracetamol, ẹ má fi ṣe oúnjẹ fún wa. Kẹ́ra àwọn ẹlòmíì fẹ́ bọ ṣàkì, wọ́n fẹ́ bọ pọ̀nmọ́, wọ́n fẹ́ kó tètè rọ̀. Wọ́n wá da paracetamol sí i. Kò dáa torí ó ń ba ẹ̀dọ̀ ló ń bàjẹ́ téèyàn bá ti gbé paracetamol téèyàn gbé sórí iná. Yóò di nǹkan míì sí wa lára ni. So ẹ má jẹ́ ká lo paracetamol ká fi dáná. Àwa tá ń ta ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀, tá ń ta ọsàn, tá ń ta pineapple, tá ń ta mango, ẹ má jẹ́ èyí tí ò bá sì pọ́n ẹ fílẹ̀ yóò pọ́n fúnra rẹ̀, ẹ má lọ da kábàìdì sí i. Kábàìdì máa ń bara jẹ́, ó máa ń bọkàn jẹ́, ó ń ba kíndìnrín jẹ́.
Barkan ku da warhaka. Wannan sako ne daga NAFDAC, sakon kiwon lafiya. Wayanda suke zuwa garin sarrafa abinci sa'a.
Àwọn ènìyàn wọ́n mú paracetamol, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi ń bọ ẹran, eléyìí kò dára, eléyìí kò tọ́, eléyìí ó jẹ́ ohun tó ẹgbẹ́ burú jáì, a sì wá pàrọwà síwájú pé ó ti tó àkókò là ń lago ẹ̀ gbọ́mọ wípé kí a dẹ́kun gbogbo ìwà ìbàjẹ́ yìí. Àwa tí a bímọ, tí a fún ọmọ lọ́mú, ọmú yìí dára fún ọmọ ìdàgbàsókè ọmọ. Ọmú yìí dára fún kí ọmọ kó kí orí rẹ̀ kó lè ní àwọn èròjà tó dára. Nítorí náà ìwọ̀n tó bá ìṣèbímọ tó bá dáwọn èèyàn láti wọ́n tó rẹ̀ sọ fún ọgbẹ́ oṣù mẹ́fà ni àfọwọ́sí wípé ká máa fún ọmọ lọ́mú. Ó ṣe pàtàkì lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ fún àwọn tó ń lo tramadol, eléyìí apá èèyàn, eléyìí máa ṣèyàn léṣe. Àwọn tó ń lo codeine, gbogbo nǹkan wọ̀nyí kò dá oògùn olóòrì, ẹ jẹ́ kí a dẹ́kun rẹ̀.
Unu na-anụ ya emekwu, unu na-anụ ya biko ndị nne na-anụla. Ngwanụ ndị na-ere plantain na banana, anyị na-agwakwa unu okwu, anyị si unu biko unu biko unu ejizila kabaid chemical, unu ejizila ya na-eme plantain na banana ka ọ chaa, unu ejizila ya maka na eji ya mee ya o nwere ka o si na-aba ya n'ime, mmadụ raa ya ma ọ rie ya ọ na-akọsụ kansa. Biko o nwekwara nke anyị na-anụ na a na-ewerekwa kemikal tinye na vegetable like ụgụ na ụmụnne ya eme ya ya ọ dị fresh.
No dey use fly plantain dey preserve things. No dey use chemical, no dey make plantain make e quick ripe. Allow am make e ripe as God want am. No dey use chemical, no dey preserve mango, orange. No dey make am make e quick ripe, make e quick sell. You are killing people. No dey buy medicine because e cheap. You are killing yourself. If you no well, go hospital, go know wetin dey do you. No dey buy medicine inside bottle. You no good, you dey kill your system. For breastfeeding mothers, when you give birth, please try at least 6 months to breastfeed your child. No dey use chemical dey preserve plantain. Dey make am make you quick ripe. Vegetables, pawpaw, no dey use chemical. So many of us dey use knife and dey preserve things. E no good, e dey damage your liver, e dey cause cancer in the long run.
Babu ruwa ko kunu, kar ki shayar da jaririnki nono bayan sati daya ki ce wai a sai an bashi ruwa ne yake yin karfi, ba haka bane. Wannan ba daidai bane. Ki shayar da jaririnki zallan nono babu ruwa ko kunu har tsawon wata 6 kafin ki bashi ruwa. Yan uwanmu na arewa masu shan kwaya, masu shan wiwi, masu shan codeine, masu shan rafanol, masu shan tramadol, masu shan shisha, wannan ba daidai ba ne.
plate now. If there's no NAFDAC now, we cannot buy it.
Don't buy it.
But if there is NAFDAC now, we can buy it.
Buy. But don't buy from people carrying it on the head.
But we can go chemist to buy.
Yes, a pharmaceutical shop and buy. And ensure that NAFDAC registration number is there.
And God will deal with you people. Because you want people to be well. In Jesus' name, we don't have problem in our life. This medicine, the way you people do it out, God will give you more power, the company and everything. And we will do well by grace of God.
So you like waiting NAFDAC they do as they come here?
I like it, yes. It's because of my children and my wife and fellow people.
Then àwọn tó ń ṣe pọ̀nmọ́ ká má fi táyà sun pọ̀nmọ́ ká má fi dísù sun pọ̀nmọ́ ká má fi pẹtrol sun pọ̀nmọ́ yóò wọnú ara wa lọ tó ti èyí jẹ́rí táyà kankan yẹn gbogbo rọ́bà tó ń yọ yẹn ó máa wọnú ẹ̀rọ àwọn ọmọ láti jẹ́ ó dẹ̀ fa kánsà àti jẹjẹrẹ ṣe é dákun bá ṣe sọ fún yìí máa sọ àwọn ìyókù yìí bàtà tí a bá sọ fẹ́yìn báyìí ẹ̀ máa gbé sọ ẹ̀ bá dẹ̀ rán tó ní wọ́pọ̀ ẹ má pàjẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ rí ẹ fi jẹ́ jẹ́ fún wọn tó ti yẹ yín so àtàyítà ìtẹ̀jà náà ẹ má fi kí ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ bá pọ̀ ẹ má fi sniper sílẹ̀ lẹ̀ ẹ má fi sí rárá torí tẹ́lẹ̀ bá ti wọ́n sniper yẹn owó tẹ ẹ ti lè ṣe mọ́ fún báyìí ó bẹ́tà tẹ bá ní net ẹja net rárá dà kẹ wá wọ́n sniper torí sniper yẹn wàhálà ló fà so ọlọ́run àmàjẹ́ wa.
If I see person wey do that one, I go arrest her. I go this time wey my oga tell me say people wey dey sell for one I go tell am for our meeting. Today I go do my meeting. Every Thursday na I dey do meeting. I always sit down like this. Today I go do meeting by 2:30 now I go go meeting. Now the first chairman. I go tell everybody wey dey for meeting. See wey he like. The big better thing I ain't like because of woman being. No, don't use tire. Make you don't do anything. Make you buy better meat. Don't keep person. No bush snapper. Thank you, man.
Ṣé rí edé tẹ bá fẹ́ tẹ edé n tó dáa jù ní kẹ́ rice block tó ti kẹ́ máa fi ice block sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbé sínú òrùn báyìí ó máa bàjẹ́ orí dẹ̀ lédè tí máa ń kọ́kọ́ bàjẹ́ torí ẹ̀ bá ti dúdú kò dáa mọ́ tó ti yẹ yín nìkan tí mo sọ ẹ má wọ̀n sniper wọ́n má fi sí pé kéjì àtàwọn tó ń tẹja gbígbẹ yìí náà kọ́ máa fi sniper tó bá da ìkẹ́ máa tẹ̀ bá rẹ̀ tó ń ṣàì da ẹ bá fẹjọ́ sùn tó ti yẹ yín.
We appreciate it because different things dey happen for this country which we still like. All those food wey we dey buy no only God hand na we dey because some in case of, for example pomo understand dey using all those chemicals dey soak pomo so that e go rise and some pomo wey go cook e cannot give you taste wey you want some you go cook am you go dey bite your stomach understand different thing but no only God hand na we dey no only God go dey save us for all the things wey we dey chop if you dey follow the way they take dey sell market for outside now person no fit buy market chop because of all those things wey dem dey use if na nurse una go take stop all those things make una follow make una help us stop am so that people will last.
So but this one wey dem dey talk una dey lis ten.
We dey lis ten for it.
Una like as NAFDAC.
We like am.
So this is what we do from time to time. We attend their meetings, they invite us and we come. In actual fact, we have told many organizations, many groups, local governments, call us at any time. We want to be able to speak to people. Because we know that for some time now, things have really been very bad. You know, a lot of people are misusing chemicals and, you know, destroying the food that we eat. A lot of us cannot do without food. And we know now that what we are seeing is that people are applying so much chemicals, even banned chemicals. They are using it to preserve food, preserve so many things. And so that is why our own business, especially as Lagos State Office, is that we deal so much with the grassroots people. You know, we are around micro businesses, small businesses. You know, while we are registering products, we are also sensitizing people. So this is what we do. You know, in Lagos State, they call us the grassroots people. And that is because we know that we need to really educate our people.
We are trying to ensure that the consumers are empowered with knowledge.
then they know what to avoid. There are several dangerous, unwholesome foods and drugs out there, and the consumers are vulnerable. They are victims. We are all victims, because when we don't know, we cannot prevent it. Now, when we are empowered with knowledge, we are able to prevent it and ensure that we are equipped with knowledge to recognize some of those things that are dangerous to our lives. For instance, when you see we see palm oil that is too reddish and too attractive, you must be careful. It may be a good one, it may be a bad one, but that's a signal for you to ensure that you are careful. When you want to buy meat and you see that there are no flies around, you need to be careful, because they may have put sniper to chase away flies, and that's dangerous to your health. So if you want to buy vegetable oil and you could see that it is solid, then that's dangerous. So when consumers are aware and they know, then those who are involved in this, when they lose business and they are not able to make money, then they will run away from it. So the idea is to deny them patronage. So we want to ensure the consumers know what to avoid and they don't spend their money on things that will kill them. And those who are involved in it also don't see opportunity for business in things that are dangerous to human lives.
In this sensitization campaign, we have decided to establish that and draw the consciousness and the awareness of Nigerians to that, so that we can all take our decisions and be able to safeguard public health. It's a collective responsibility. NAFDAC alone cannot do it. And when you take cognizance of the fact that even the NAFDAC that is pretending over the health of over 200 million Nigerians is less than 3,000 in terms of our numerical strength, manpower, then you begin to see the very humongous challenges that NAFDAC is facing and the heavy burden. And to that extent, we have to leverage on collaboration, collaborating with the community, collaborating with all segments of the Nigerian population in terms of disseminating information and marry it with our enforcement activities. Enforcement alone cannot do it. We need a kind of behavior change. And that is why this communication is about changing the people, mindset, behavior, and attitudinal and behavioral change, so that it can be in tandem with other health benefits that NAFDAC and the federal government tends to promote.
That's our package for today. Please join us same time, same station next week for a fresh edition. In the meantime, if you have comments, complaints, or you want to report activities of fake drugs or adulterated food products peddlers, our doors are always open. You can reach NAFDAC via toll-free numbers. For inquiries, call 0700 162 3322. For complaints, call 0800 162 3322. You may also email NAFDAC at nafdac.gov.ng. If you have complaints about any form of misconduct, you can reach the Reforms Unit via email, reforms@nafdac.gov.ng, or call the Reforms hotlines on 0909 763 0506 or 0909 763 0507. NAFDAC, customer focused, agency minded. COVID-19 is real. Please ensure you and your family follow safety measures as outlined by the NCDC. Stay away from crowded places as much as possible, and if you must be out there, please wear a face mask. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water and ensure you use only NAFDAC-approved alcohol-based hand sanitizers. Taking the NAFDAC-approved COVID-19 vaccine is safe. It's our best bet of stamping out the deadly coronavirus. And don't forget to download the MedSafety app from iOS or Play Store to report any adverse reaction from the vaccine or any other medicine at all. See you next week. Stay safe.